La 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 la. How's it going, wherever you are? I see one person there. Nope, no one. No one's watching me. Okay. Hey, 2 viewers. Well, for the 2 viewers, I'm not doing much. But if you have questions or whatever, I'm just trying this thing out. I got my morning shipping to do, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I should open up the window so I can see the chat. You guys might be talking to me, and I have no clue. Let's open up the chat window. Like I said, I'm new to this. It's muted. Here's a couple people. How come I'm not showing up? My camera doesn't show up. Okay, now I'm really messed up. Where did my view go? Okay, there we go. I see myself, you guys see my logo. I don't see how this is working out. You want cat? You can't come on. Yeah, Dusty, I figure you had the Breakfast Club. I'll do Say Elmos Fire if I can get this to work. It says live. Morning, Don. It says live. What? Oh, maybe I pressed play. You guys, yeah, see, there we go. You guys see me. I just didn't have play going. There we go. All right. I can get to work. If anybody out there wants to hop in and chat, you can send me a message and I'll send you the link. But no, I got about 7 to 8 orders I got to get packed up. And that's it for me. I just felt lonely this morning. Thought I'd put on the camera and just talk to myself or whoever else wants to pop in. Actually had to get up early and make a run to the vinyl store to pick up a couple sheets of Brilliant Blue, which is normally a color I don't sell, but I've had 2 orders for it this week, which is kind of weird. There we go, Jim. 16, yeah, you can be the, you're either Molly or the guy, I don't know, I don't remember the guy's name, a love interest. Scroll back, see if I missed anybody. Frankie's Finds. A tube. Meow. I assume like cat. Mango. This is my problem. If I go on camera, Mango wants to be the center of attention. It won't let me work. So it can be an issue. Then it gets fur all over my vinyl. And buyers don't like fur on their vinyl. So you can either watch me work or ask questions, or if you want to pop in and talk, I'm open to anything. This is just an experiment. It's been a weird week for me. It's just, I want to say eBay has been slower than normal, but it hasn't been the normal up and down. It's been a steady. It's kind of went down. I normally do more than $100 a day, do 150 or so, but all this week it's all been under 100 on the eBay portion, which has been kind of weird. And it usually doesn't come in until the evening, so all morning I stress and wonder what's going on. Is it the end of the world? eBay hates me. And then after 4 o'clock, I start getting orders. And I'm okay. And merch has been the same way. I might get 1 or 2 sales in the morning, and then all day nothing, and then I'll get a bunch more in the evening. So merch has been steady too. It's been, I said, when 1st of September, it kind of took off. I was doing 8 to 10 a day for a little bit, and then I had a couple of slow days at 3. Pick back up. So, I mean, I'm averaging 5 to 6 a day for the month, probably. But I was kind of hoping, you know, September 1st, when I had that 10 sales that day, the switch was on for Q4, but nope. Kind of slowed back down. I don't know if the hurricanes are having any effect on merch. I really don't know where the merch, where their printing building is. I know, like for Printful, their building is on the West Coast. I think they have one Midwest, but it's higher up, so it's not being affected. And they have one in Europe. So I don't think the storms themselves are affecting, but I don't know. It might be affecting buying, you know, shopping in general. Maybe people are just kind of, you know, between Harvey and Irma and the fires up north, that's a big chunk of the United States, at least, that people have other things to worry about rather than buying T-shirts or, for me, buying decals on eBay. So that could be slowing things down. Because the past couple of years, September hasn't been gangbusters, but things started to slowly go up for me the past couple Septembers. So I was kind of hoping for a pickup there. But I mean, if you look, I have a spreadsheet. I put all my platforms, what I made in each day. And at the end over here, you know, it's red if it's under $100, yellow between 100 and 150, and green is over 150. That's where I want it to be. Well, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row now of yellows, and so far today it's shaping up to be the same thing. I've had 1 sale on eBay this morning, 1 on merch, and it's been quiet since then. So that's maybe how I look at it. People have a few things going on. School started. The upper left corner is burning, and the lower right corner is getting flooding and rain. And we just had an earthquake down in Mexico last night. So maybe just other people have too many things to worry about. And once those go away, calm down, sales will start picking up as it gets closer to October. Yeah, Don, I don't have anything on Poshmark. So congratulations on that. That's good. But I don't do Poshmark. I do Store Envy. I have a couple items on there, but nothing on there. Yeah, I do Laura, is it Lori? I hope I pronounced that right. I use Printful for eBay, my own website, and then it integrates with Inktail and Store Envy. I think that's all I have up through Printful. But I also do Teespring and Redbubble as well, and a little bit on that Sunfrog, which doesn't work for me. Yeah, I gave up on Sunfrog and FanPrint because they are more geared towards the marketer. They don't treat their designers well, in my eyes. Designers get the low end of the stick, and the marketer gets the carrot. So I'm not going to participate in that. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Meow. I think it's, yeah, a lot of people. I mean, if you look at it, it's probably at least a quarter of the United States, between the upper Northwest and the lower Southeast, and then Texas. That's a lot of people that are being affected by natural disasters right now. I mean, I know the Northwest is sparsely populated, but it's still affecting all those people. And it affects shipping too, because I mean, I believe like at least FedEx, I don't know about UPS, have shipping air hubs in Texas and Florida. So it's gonna affect them, or it's gonna affect everybody on shipping. And the thing was, earlier this week, I had a package I had to ship out, and it wouldn't do it online. So I had to actually go in the post office and buy shipping. And so I got curious, and it was Netherlands and Antilles. So I actually looked it up, and it's a bunch of little islands off of South America there. That was in the path of Irma. I want to call it Urbi. No, Mango. But so yeah, I wonder how they're going to get their package. I have a feeling I might get a not received or received late or something with that. Right now, Printful works much better with Etsy because it's a direct integration. If you watched I have a video on how to push products from Printful to your website, so you don't have to create them on your website. You just create the product on Printful, and you click your button, and it pushes everything onto like for me in the WooCommerce, sets it all up for you. And then I go in later and do a couple little edits. Well, that's how it worked with Etsy. If you already have your design loaded in Printful for another website or whatever, you don't even have to upload your design. You just take that design and select the product you want, and the sizes, colors, all that stuff, and then click push, and it pushes it to Etsy into draft mode. And then you got to go in there in the draft mode and fine tune it, declare your partner, Printful, and then make it live. The way it works with eBay right now, what it does is you create the product yourself on eBay, and then you have to use a third-party ShipStation as your interface. So every order you get in eBay, even if it's not T-shirts, say it's your parts, say you're selling scissors. So if you sold a pair of scissors, that order is going into ShipStation, and then it actually goes into Printful as well. So you have to go into Printful and say, ignore that order. Now, if you're selling 2,000 scissors, once you've ignored it once, you've ignored it for good. You don't have to do that anymore. And the same thing that way. Say your T-shirt sells on eBay. It goes into ShipStation. because that's where you print your print labels now. I use through ShipStation, and then it will go to Etsy, not Etsy. It goes to Printful. It's all confusing, and then you go into Printful and accept it as a proper product and order. And then remember that. So now every time that t-shirt is sold, it will go through the process automatically and you won't have to do anything. But so it's a little bit of more work up front and a little bit confusing because like it does the same thing for me on my website, because on my website I sell Printful products and I sell my vinyl decals, which I do here at home. So when I make a new product on my website for a vinyl decal, it syncs with Printful, and I have to eventually go in there and click ignore. So Printful won't do anything when it gets an order for this decal. And then the t-shirts, I push from Printful into there. No, and go. And it will do it. I mean, it's kind of up front a pain in the butt. And ShipStation, there is a fee. I think it's I think the minimum is $20 or $30 a month for like 100 items a month. So, and I think, you know, once I get time and I'm not tired, I'm going to try it out for a month or two and see how it works. The problem with me is I have 1,000 listings right now on maybe 800 on eBay, and if I start doing t-shirts automatically, I got a dozen t-shirts there now on eBay. But if I start loading up the t-shirts, I have those other 800 products. Every time they sell, it's going to go through and end up on Printful, and I have to click ignore, which it's not that big of a pain in the butt, but I just don't know if I want that there. I wish they would make a direct integration. The other hand, you can create a brand new store just for your Printful items, and then you won't have to worry about that. I don't want to start a new store because I don't want to go through the hassle of getting feedback all over again. So let me get this little dude done. So all the other ones, it's pretty, like I said, Inktail. Inktail's, I guess, building up. They just started a Facebook group for all the sellers on Inktail to talk, get ideas. And I was actually had 2 products featured on their homepage this week. It didn't result in any sales, unfortunately. Still not that big of a website, but I figure why not have my stuff everywhere I can. I have made a sale on Inktail, so it's not a virgin anymore. Sure, if there's anything you didn't understand or have any more questions on that, it is kind of convoluted. It does work. Once you get it going, it is automatic and you don't have to lift a finger. And that's what I love about it. When I make a sale through my website, I see it and I don't have to lift a finger. Everything gets done for me. All I do is collect the money. And that's another thing I like doing Printful through my website. For Etsy, you get paid every 2 weeks. I haven't been on Etsy for a long time, so I don't remember if it's every 2 weeks or once a month or once a week. But Etsy takes the money. It's like Amazon. They take the money and they keep it for some time, collect the interest, whatever, and then pay you. Where with eBay and with your own website, even using Printful, you get the money first. And then Printful will take their amount. It connects to your PayPal. So if a shirt costs 13 bucks and you're charging $19 for it plus shipping, then buyer pays the 19 bucks plus shipping, and that goes to your PayPal account. That's your money. And then automatically information gets sent to Printful, and then they take their $13 out of your PayPal account and say, thank you, we got the order and we're processing it. And then you'll get an email when they ship it for you. So if you need to do anything with the tracking number, like I have a tracking app on my website that sends out emails like Amazon, you know, at every stage. You know, it says, hello, your email or your decal has been packaged and is waiting for pickup. That's when you do the tracking number. And then once the post office scans it, sends another email saying your package is scanned and it's on its way. And then when it gets to wherever it's supposed to go and it's out for delivery, they get an out to delivery email. And then once it's been dropped off, they'll get a you've received your package email. Thank you very much. Please leave us a review. And I found that kind of helpful. It kind of gets people coming back and buying more stuff. So I have to put, that's the one thing I have to do is right now, Printful won't automatically put that tracking number in my system, which I wish they would. So all I do is copy and paste the tracking number. Doesn't take much time at all. So who else is out there? I see I still have 8 people. I'm only talking to, it seems, 2 or 3. Yeah, my shipping today and lately has been mostly the vinyl decals and maybe 1 or 2 hard items. I think today is only 1 hard item. I got like, I guess 6 or 7 on eBay and 1 on my website, which is a normal day. Yes, I did do my website myself. It's a WordPress website using WooCommerce for the e-commerce part, and I use a WooCommerce theme called Storefront. And since they made everything, and it's all owned by WordPress now, so I'm using those 3 items, and they're all done by one entity. So it seems that they all work together better. So whenever WooCommerce comes out with a update, the storefront update, if needed, is done pretty quickly, and since it's done by the same people, more thoroughly than if I had another third-party theme. So I like that, and it's a nice, simple, simple theme. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate that. I hope you get lots of sales. Hey, Wisconsin reseller. Yeah, to me it helps to work by talking or listening to other people. So are you guys gonna do a WordPress website? I mean, if WordPress seems daunting to you guys, do you find that WordPress and WooCommerce are difficult to keep updated? No, not at all. I actually use another program that keeps all my websites updated. I just go in there and click one button and it updates them all. If you want to, you can set up WordPress to do auto updating for you. There's pros and cons of that. The pro of it, of course, you know, it's updated right away, and so you have all the new security fixes. The cons are sometimes there's a bug or confliction between 2 of the plugins you might have. So it's sometimes better to wait a day or 2, or if you have what they call a stage website where you can install it there first to make sure everything works and then do it. That takes a little bit more time. I'm thinking about going that route because I did have an issue with, can't remember when it was, WooCommerce came out with an update, and then Storefront came out with an update, and it wasn't, and they had a bug in it, and it did something to my layout, which I wasn't happy with, so I had to roll back a version until they fixed it. And there's a plugin for that. There's a plugin that will allow you to quickly and easily roll back plugins. So I don't think, I mean, I've been doing WordPress for a long time. But if you know the basics of WordPress, you can load up WordPress, WooCommerce Storefront, which is a free theme as well. All that's free. And I really believe people who are just a little bit technical savvy, are a little bit familiar with WordPress. I mean, you got to know WordPress and plugins and stuff. You can get yourself set up and running in an hour or two. It's not that much. I mean, I did take days afterwards doing coding because I wanted some certain way, but out of the box, it looks well, it works well, and it's fine. And like I said, all that's free, so all you're doing is paying for your hosting. And if you find a good host, it can be not that much money. I mean, I know people like GoDaddy. I personally don't like GoDaddy. I use a company called SiteGround, which I've loved them. Their customer service is top notch. And you can get a shared hosting environment for $6 a month. And that's a lot cheaper than $30 a month at Shopify. But I do see the value of Shopify as well. There's a lot less back-end work. But there's also, I don't know, you're also limited. If you're using WordPress hosted on your own website, on your own server, you kind of have unlimited, the sky's the limit on what you want to do as how far to making it look. Yeah, you'll have to learn coding and stuff, but you're not limited. Shopify, you have limits. If you're trying to stay cheap, they only have a half dozen free themes. Let me take this call real quick, guys. All right, be right back. Hello, it's Jeff. Yes. Okay. When can you do that? Okay. Okay. Is there any after 3 o'clock? Okay. I mean, parents is no problem. I just don't like pulling her out of school. Okay. Okay. I mean, I can meet her if you wanted to at the earlier time. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, date of birth. I'm bad with that. I know it's May 23rd, I think, 2003. And address is 8545 Kreiner Way. Jeff. Davidson. Yes. Yes. 11/17/66. Correct. No. No. August 30th, 65. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Thank you. Bye. All right. Bye. I apologize for that. Let's get back to, yeah, WooCommerce, WordPress is free. Almost every plugin you can need would be free. If you're going to do Printful, there's a Printful plugin. It's free, and that ties Printful into your store. And if you're going to do, if it's going to be an only Printful website, they also have a plugin for shipping where they'll calculate shipping for you. I have a video on setting all that up too if you want to look at that. But just yes, I have to tell my host first. Most hosts, you don't have to tell them anything. I mean, you get it, and almost every host has a WordPress installer in the cPanel that will do it for you. SiteGround will help you get your first website set up. I also liked SiteGround. I got my, and if you're going to do a store on WordPress, you need to get an SSL certificate so that your site's secure for not, you're going through PayPal, there's going to be no credit card taken on your site. It actually is on PayPal. But Google is making it harder for people to have websites without SSL on Chrome. They're going to start labeling your site bad, evil, not secure if you're not SSL. And if you do it through SiteGround, your first year certificate is free. After that, it's $82. But it's a good certificate. It's not one of the, a lot of sites, a lot of hosting sites will offer a free shared certificate. And to me, that's like sharing sex around. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to get. So I'd rather have my own certificate. And for $82 a year, it's a write-off. It's worth it. And they'll help you install it and everything. That's why I like SiteGround. I used to use HostGator. And when I first started 15, 20 years ago with HostGator, they were great. They got bought out, and they're not fun anymore. They're not helpful at all. So, but yeah, if you want to do it yourself, you just log into your cPanel, and you'll see a section called Installers, and you'll see a WordPress installer there. And basically, you just click that, do what it asks, and within a minute, you have a WordPress site up. And then you log into the back end of your WordPress site, go to plugins, go install new plugin, type in WooCommerce, boom, you got your WooCommerce. And you have to go through the settings and set it up, like set up your PayPal and set up your shipping and stuff like that. And then after that, you can go to themes and install a new theme and search for storefront. Because on WooCommerce works best with a theme that was made for WooCommerce, and Storefront was made by WooCommerce. So to me, it's great, and so that's why updates will come faster that way. So it's not hard to set up, but it does take a little bit of savvy. It does take a little bit of time. Where on the other end, Shopify will probably take less time and less fiddling. It's more generic. And like I said, you're limited to your themes. After the 6 free ones, you have to pay for the other themes, and that's a yearly cost. Because yeah, it is. The benefits of Shopify is it's already a secure site, so I don't think you have to pay for your SSL certificate. They do have a couple features like buyable pins. So you set up buyable pins, and then you can, every time you pin something like your shirt or whatever, through through Printful. Printful works with Shopify. Then it has a buy button right on the pin on Pinterest. So I like that. And they have an integration to do a store on a Facebook. So does WooCommerce. I just didn't like it. It just came out a couple months ago, and I didn't like it. So I'm hoping they'll improve it. And they have other plugins. They have plugins that will help you integrate Shopify into Amazon using Seller Central instead of Merch. But I don't know. To me, it's just the cost, $30 a month. You know, I basically get mine free right now because I have a reseller server, so I let other people host on it, and it basically covers my cost. Yeah, I haven't looked into the AZ Shopify Amazon integration to see what, because Printful has an Amazon integration as well, but they require, well, I won't say require because someone pointed out that it's not required. There's a way around it, and I haven't really looked at it, but they require a brand registration with Amazon, and Amazon has made brand registration more difficult, meaning you have to get a trademark for your brand. But there's supposedly a workaround so you don't have to have a brand for the Amazon or for the integration with Printful. I haven't really played with it yet, so I can't really say how to do it or what it's worth. I may look into that. Right now, I'm happy with the way things are working, and I'm going to cancel a few things here soon, so I have some money freed up, and I'm going to try that ShipStation and then integrate my eBay with ShipStation and then try putting some more t-shirts on there. Got a little piece of what does them come up here. And then I'll see how that works out. Because, I mean, I've put up a dozen shirts on eBay that I've been doing manually. You know, they sell, and I copy and paste the shipping information into eBay. And that's worked quite well. And I've sold a half dozen shirts that way. Yeah, that's what it is, Wisconsin. It need more time in the day. You know, I honestly, right now, shipping's not that bad. I mean, if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be done with shipping by now and heading out. But I don't have anything to list today. I can probably have time, but I have health things that I'm just tired that I have to lay down after I'm done with all this, and I just can't focus on the one thing. And I'm working right now. I got tiered up a week or so ago to 1,000 on merch, so I have 540 slots free. So, and I'm working on re-uploading shirts that have been removed because of non-sale, and I'm also trying to get a lot of those shirts up on Redbubble before Q4 really hits, because I know people are going to buy off Redbubble too. So I figure, you know, if I get my 500 shirts on merch, then I can slowly add new ones, and while I'm adding new ones there, start getting more of the old ones up onto Redbubble and my website too. For the past month or two, I was concentrating on getting as many as I could on merch, so I'd hopefully tier up. So I haven't been loading them up anywhere else. So I need to start getting my website updated with the t-shirts, as well as mango. As well as keeping up with some new shirts on merch. Where's this going to go? 1 second. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So I've made a couple sales off Redbubble this past week or so. So I want to try to get more up, and I social share all my merch on my website. So I'm starting to social share all my Redbubble stuff too. So hopefully that will help. Thanks, Crystal. Thanks for the congrats on the cheer up. And day job can interfere with all your fun stuff as well. Once you have a cool boss. Back when I used to work, I was the boss. So I used to do a lot of things on the side too. I used to boss in my department, so I can get away with a lot of things. And then recently I quit my day job and opened up my photo studio. And then when I was, photos started slowing down, I started doing all this stuff, and this stuff became more busy than my photo studio. And that's when I knew it was time to close down and move on. I'm lost in thought. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to print this one out, and I think that's all the printing I have to do. And then I can, whoops, where'd my little, I lost my window. That's not it. Try to close everything and see if we can find the window. There we are. Live window here. Now look with Redbubble, huh? Yeah, I sold a couple pillows. I sold a sticker last week or this week, and I sold a sweatshirt recently to Australia. So it hasn't been a lot of money, but I figured the more I get on there, the more it will sell. And Teespring's been a dud. Now I've sold 8 things, I think, on Teespring. A couple shirts, a couple leggings. And I don't know if you watched the Merch Talk show with Margaret, Joe, and Chris and I mentioned on there, Teespring enacted tiers, product tiers that I did not know about. And I was loading up a lot. And the first tier is 100. And if you cannot list more than 100 items until you sell 10 or more items. And even if it's not like merch where you can remove one to make room for another, you think might be a better seller. And so I'm stuck right now. I have 8 sales, nothing going on. I don't really social share Teespring or anything. I just list it and forget it there. Maybe I should try to get those couple more sales, and I can list more and go back to organic. You got pellet? Is that on Red Bull? I don't think I made that much profit off my pellet. It was going to England, so maybe that was cut into my profit. But yeah, I don't think I made that much profit off my pellet. I have to see. Can I go back and check? Look. Log in. Do they have leggings? Oh, they do. I should start loading some of my leggings up there. I don't know if they do international. I think they do. Let me see. Where's my sales history? Account details. Sales history. I sold one of my calendars in Germany. That's cool. T-shirt, sweatshirt, sticker. Calendar sticker, throw pillow. There was a throw pillow. I went to Germany, and I made $2.55 off it. Oh, they got onesies now on Redbubble. I need to start doing that because I do onesies with Printful on my website. I used to have I still do have a website dedicated to onesies, and I haven't kept it updated. So I should probably add more though. Yeah, I only made $2.55 off my throw pillow to Germany. So yes, they do international sales. That kind of answers that. I thought I sold 2. Those are all calendars from this last year's. Throw pillow, a relaxed t-shirt. I made $4 off that t-shirt. 40 cents off a sticker to Spain. $5 off that t-shirt. $7 off the sweatshirt. And the sticker. So yeah, I guess I only sold 1 pillow. I raised my percentage on the pillows after I found out I only made $2 off of it. Because, I mean, I know there's not much margin on some of these items. But I'm going to start looking at see what other people are selling and see what the margin is and get my pricing accordingly. I would like to at least make $5 off each item I sell, each of these items. That would be my... I know I probably can't make $5 off a sticker, but that would be a good idea. I'm going to be at my table over here. Yeah, you can still see me. I got to put masking tape, not masking tape, we call it a transfer tape on these now, and then package them up to ship out. So I'm kind of talking here, and I'll peek at the chat room a little bit if you guys want to hang out still for a while. Is everybody here on merch, or are you guys just Printfuls or in Redbubble, or are you guys on merch as well? This is loud sometimes. On it. Cool. Yeah, it seems if your image is good for a sticker, you know, I put it on, say, might as well. You know, 40 cents is 40 cents. Printful and the other pods are good while you're waiting for merch. You know, that way you're designing as much as you can still. Save your designs. I would do your designs in the Amazon merch template. So that template will work for all the pods. And that way when you do get on merch, there's no more work you have to do. You just load them up and you're done. In the meantime, you're designing your shirts, you put a little effort into marketing on the pods. And then as soon as, like I said, as soon as you got your merch, you just load your shirts up and you're good to go there. This is the boring part. Draw on tape, rub it, cut it, pack it, ship it. The weeding part can be kind of relaxing and meditating, but this part sucks. Yeah, I haven't got into CreateSpace. I've been wanting to do that. I assume you're a Catherine discipline as well. Liana. Everyone that mentions CreateSpace covers is usually a fan of Catherine. So, I mean, I got the templates for the insides of the books. I just, again, what Wisconsin said, it's time. I just sit down and do it. I just can't force myself, because whenever I sit down, I start working on another t-shirt or work on shipping or decals or And to me, it's the margins. The Creative Space books, the margins are, oh, so you're not a Catherine Discipline. She has groups and courses on creating Creative Space products. If you look up Catherine's Treasure Hunters, or I can't remember the other name, Blue Sky Create. So maybe I can get the link here for you later. But yeah, great groups of people toss ideas off each other. No drama group. And yeah, the group does a lot of Create Space stuff. Like I was saying, the one thing that's holding me back at Create Space, not the time, but you have to really get a winner, because the books are, you're only going to get a couple bucks, not even $5, because otherwise you'll price yourself out of the market. So I mean, what I saw was you can get $2 to $3 per book, so you really have to do a lot of selling. Make it worthwhile. But once you have the process down, once you have the inside down, and all you're doing is throwing covers on them and loading them up, that's pretty easy. So yeah, you can probably, when you get your covers made, probably crank out a dozen books in an hour. If any of them take off in the slightest, money's money. It's free money. You don't have to lift a finger after that. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Like you said, you can use your t-shirt. Some of your t-shirt designs will be perfect for a Create Space book. And you write books. Oh, we were talking about, she talks a lot about creating composition books, you know, with the lined and graph paper and dots for dot journal. So you have one cover, and you can, one cover can create 5 different books, and then you do different sizes of those books. So yeah, one cover can get you maybe a dozen books up in an hour, and then you go on to the next cover. But I agree, you need more me's. If I can teach my daughter to do the Create Space books, that'd be great. But she's just started high school, and she's in stress mode now, going through the, you know, high school life, and she's doing color guard, and she's still got Girl Scouts. So I don't think I'm going to push her to work for me anytime soon. I just need to schedule my day. Say from wake up to 10 or 11 is shipping, and then from 12 to 1 or 2 is t-shirts and decals, while you know, 3 to 5 is Create Space. I wonder if I can swing that. That might work. Like with you're saying, with t-shirts can make good book covers. I found a lot of the decals I've done over the years, someone else worked well for t-shirts too, and therefore Create Space covers. So I may have a lot of designs already done. Oh, feeling exhausted. This is loud. So today's a light day. Get some Q4. I'll be doing this stuff all day. I'm not going to the post office until afternoon. I'll check on the chat here 1 second. See, I haven't done 10 shirts in a day in a long time. I did when I was trying to get to the magic 460 to be able to tier up, which I did at the 460 point. But like right now, I'm just reloading ones that have been removed and a couple new ones a day. So I guess, yeah, I'm doing 10 a day, but a lot of them being reloads. It's not like I'm creating any new ones. So it goes by fast. All right, is it Lowry Simpson? Take care. I might do this again another time. If you don't know about Merch Chat, we do it on Wednesday afternoons and Margaret's channel. If you don't know who Margaret is, check out Merch University on Facebook. You'll get notifications. There's 4 of us, so we just chat merch all for an hour. Photoshop actions. See, that's why I do everything in Illustrator. Because Illustrator is easy to change. Well, you can convert it as a black and white in Illustrator. Yeah, I use Graphic Reseller too. I bought a few t-shirt designs there, and one of the designs got picked up. I bought a design on Graphic River of a skull in a spacesuit floating around, and it said "Lost in Space." And I put that in there with "Lost in Space" and the words. And the TV show Lost in Space didn't like that. At least, so. And I didn't even think about the TV show or the movie when I put that up. So that was money wasted. Well, Illustrator's not hard to learn. I got a couple of videos up showing a few things, and there's tons of videos out there. And it would, yeah, it's an old show, and I was surprised. I mean, if you look at it, it had nothing to do with the TV show, except for those 3 words. And the guy, I emailed the company saying, what the hell? And they said, even the floating astronaut was against their trademark. And I go, BS. I'm going to put it on my website, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, I can't put it in merch. What was I talking about? Illustrator. Yeah, and if you find PNG clip art, black and white clip art is real easy to bring into Illustrator, and you hit image trace. I use SketchArt, and it'll make a vector of your image there. And then you can resize it and size it any size you want without losing quality. So that's why I like it. And then you can select parts and change the color real easy too, instead of doing the bucket fill from Photoshop. What's that, Wisconsin? I said something you're actually going to check out. Cardboard. I have my chat over here, so that's why I keep on popping over there and looking. Yeah, I would try and just play. I mean, I was a total Photoshop person, being a photographer for umpteen years. And then when I started doing decals, because decals require a vector file for cutting, either an AI file or an SFG file. So I got Illustrator to start doing my decals, and that's when I started learning it. The graphics, your final graphic for your t-shirts have to be a PNG file. But taking a PNG file into a program like Photoshop or and resizing that PNG file, you're losing resolution. You're losing pixels because PNGs and JPEGs are pixel based. So if you have a 1000 by 1000 pixel image in PNG or JPEG and you want to make it bigger, you're losing the pixels as it goes bigger, and so it starts looking pixelated. Photoshop tries to make it up and insert pixels, and it just looks bleh. Where AI Illustrator is vector-based, and it's all mathematics. So when you resize it, it just redoes the math, so you can make it as large as you want. Come down here. You can make it as large as you want, and it won't lose its resolution. That's why I like it. And then at the end of your process, once you got it to the size you want, like I used Amazon's t-shirt template, and I resized the graphic on the t-shirt there exactly how I want it. You hit export as, and you export as a PNG, and then you have your file all set for loading the merch or any other pod. But it's the creation part I like doing as a vector because I can resize things any way I want. And then I have that vector file so I can resize it down for a mug if I want to, or you know, resize it up for a blanket. So yeah, that's why I highly recommend Illustrator over Photoshop for t-shirts and anything else. I know a lot of people do graphics for the web. They claim Photoshop's better. Yeah, it's easy. It's if you want to resize anything for other pods, for any other type of thing, you know, having a vector file is easy. And you go to these websites like I think you just mentioned Creative River, and you can buy t-shirt designs from them, and they come in an SFG file, or they come in an EPS. EPS is also vector. You can bring that into Illustrator, and then it has all the layers there. So I do that so I can shut off layers. I may not want these elements. I can isolate them, delete them, or recolor them. So if you buy from a good designer, I'll have everything done in layers, so you can change the layers around, remove them, recolor them. I'm sure you guys, it's not a secret if I tell you about Creative Market. Creative Market, not all of them, but most of them are vector. You get to scroll down and look on in their little chart, you know, say file as, you know, tell you JPEG, PNG, EPS, AI. And if it doesn't say EPS or AI, SVG, I normally won't buy it. So I'll get this package stuff real quick. Thanks. But I know a lot of people like, there are the free versions. Inkscape is a free version of Illustrator, works similar. Yeah, Creative Market's my favorite. I used to use FreePick a lot as well until I really read their license, and now I don't like them that much. And in case you don't know that, FreePick's license, if you sign up for the subscription, it says you can use their stuff for commercial use. And so that's what I been doing. But if you read the description or the licensing really closely, you cannot use their graphics as the main element, which is weird because some of the graphics up there are a main element. There's no way around it. Yeah, cats can drive you nuts, especially when they're hungry. Any other questions out there for anybody? I mean, I'm just babbling on here while I'm trying to get my shipping done. If you have any other questions, I'm peeking at the chat here. This cardboard. Once I get these things all packaged up, I'll be ready to hit the post office and then come home and take a nap. Maybe clean up a little bit. Wait for our solar company to get a hold of us. Let me see if we can start. Yeah, the template I use is just one size because they use the same graphic for all 3 shirts. So I don't think there would be a template for the other ones. So that's not an issue. I have the new one that shows the new colors on it too. Using Photoshop, is that why people's colors are not the same but lighter? The original that started with. I don't think so, because when you convert in the PNG, it's usually an RGB color setup, and I mean, everyone's monitors are different, so seeing one t-shirt on one person's monitor is going to be different than another monitor. But I don't think that's going to affect. So there is, I haven't messed with color palettes. The Printful has a t-shirt with, the color chart on it. You can order, so you can see how the color uses or looks. To my knowledge, they're all using RGB style colors. So, I mean, there's going to be some colors that are not in their range. I don't know what they're, I mean, in a perfect world, this is what we used to do with photographs. Let me write what this is before I forget. All printers have a color profile. And what where photo labs, where I used to do the photography from, you can get a color profile to their printers, and you can load it into Photoshop, not Illustrator, into Photoshop, and then you can color proof your photo to see how it's going to print on their printer, and then you can make adjustments when necessary. They don't have. I've never heard of them doing that for T-shirts, and that would be good. I mean, I've only, this is not one. I've only ordered basically white graphics from Printful. I haven't ordered anything from Amazon, so I really couldn't tell you. But if you wanted to, you can order one from Printful. They have one already made. You might be able to get that graphic and then load it into a merch shirt and then order it. And some people have made that for you. You need to find them on merch, and they have it up there at cost, so you can see the color range and how it prints out. Honestly, nowadays, I don't think the profiles are that far off. I mean, there's the printing gamut profile is much larger than the screen. In other words, they can print more colors than the screen can actually show you. So there's that too. So yeah, I haven't worried about that. Huh? And now you get me worried. Wondering if I should. I do have some shirts that are colorful graphics. Maybe I should color profile them before setting them up. But if you did that, you'd have to do it. You'd have to create a file for each pod, because every pod, like the labs, they recalibrate the photo printers. They get recalibrated. They were supposed to get recalibrated every a couple of days. That's why I wouldn't go to like Costco or Walgreens, because I found out they were lazy and they wouldn't profile and calibrate their machines for weeks, because then it goes out of calibration and the colors are not going to match, and you get some pretty funky photos. And the pro labs I used to use, they calibrated their printers every day. to make sure they stay in line. And I really haven't thought about that with t-shirt printing, because these aren't screen printed. These are direct on garment printers, and there's several different kinds out there. And even if every pod used the same model, you know, they're in different environments, and they have to all be calibrated every day. They're using, I don't have one here. They're using, it's a basic inkjet property. So yeah, it has to be calibrated, and it would be better if we can get those profiles and profile our images. But I think that'd be more complicated than what most people are doing right now, and I don't think everybody would do it. Not at all. Sorry about that. We're into technical crap. I might look into that. I might talk, right, or call Printful and see about color profiles. And I don't know if Illustrator accepts color profiles. I know Photoshop does. That's for photos. What did I just put in here? Getting me all distracted. Oh, I got an Amazon package. Don't remember ordering anything. Must be for the wife. Yes, I don't know. Their RGB PNG. All pods take PNG in RGB color space. So I don't know about the color palettes, because basically when you're designing either RGB or CMYK, is CYMK, and CMYK is for color printing and screen printing and stuff. But these direct garment printers are using PNG files in the RGB color space. So when you're doing your setup in AI and Photoshop, make sure you're working in RGB, because you'll get a slight color variation there. So if you're using RGB, any color you produce should be able to be printed, because again, it said printers have a larger color gamut. So that should not be a problem. The problem is the color you see in your screen may not be this color the printers print. That's why when you do something on your screen, you get a sample printed and it comes back to you. The colors may seem different because your screen is not calibrated to their printers. I mean, if you want to do something, not the best, but the next best thing to do is get a calibration tool and at least calibrate your monitor. And that will give you the closest color to the printer, because they calibrate the printers that way too. So you'll get the closest you can there. And you can get a cheap, I don't have mine near me, mine's out in the garage. You can get a cheap, it's called Spider Color Pro. It's less than $100, or you can get a real good one that is, all right, Wisconsin, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that makes sense, CTG. You know, your final product is an RGB, you're good. But if you color calibrate your monitor, you know, because it comes from the factory at one calibration, and it will fade out of that calibration over time. So, like I said, a Spider Pro is a cheap $100 or less calibration tube that you can pop in your monitor. It takes about 15-20 minutes to calibrate your monitor, and then your colors are going to match the printer much better. Is that Young? Hey, Young, you want to pop on? I don't have your email. So, did you just chat with Printful? If you do, ask if they have a color profile that you can install into Photoshop or Illustrator so you can profile your shirts. I mean, that's another extra step you really don't need to do because the difference is not going to be that much. Use Google's free keyword tool. There's a couple other keyword sites. Yeah, that's all I do. I just use words that describe the t-shirt. And then if, like Redbubble, you can put a lot of keywords in there and use like words, synonyms, is that what they call it? So, yeah, just describe it. Use thesaurus, dictionaries, find like words. With a Google Keywords tools, you'll find out how often those keywords are searched, so you can see if it's worthwhile. So, Young's on your way back from Seattle. Conference over. Well, that was this weekend, wasn't it? See ya, Liana. Thanks for stopping by. I'll probably be getting out of here in a few minutes. I only got 2 more packages to pack up, and then I'm going to head to the post office and then nap for the day. Like I said, I was just bored this morning and thought, hey, why not just let you guys watch me ship? And if you guys have any questions for me, I'd do my best to answer any eBay, merch, or Printful questions. And I'll talk to Printful about profiling and let you guys know. Not racial profiling. It's the colors profiling. Sounds like it. All right, did you take off already? I thought you have to have your phone shut off on flights. I should have took a picture of that one. Any other questions? Still got a few people watching. Yeah, so eBay's been slow. I've only had 1 sale this morning. I haven't had anything since. Oh, probably because I don't have my sale going on. I need to put my sale back on for the weekend. I get more sales when I have a sale going. So we'll do that. That is grouped. Yeah, you're probably like me. You can't just sit around doing nothing. You have to be doing something. And I worry all the time. I have to do something all the time that's going to make me money. Otherwise, I don't eat. So, yeah, even when I'm out watching TV, usually at my iPad, I'm going through Pinterest or other sites looking for ideas or going through the graphic sites and seeing if there's anything I can purchase. And then putting designs together. So, where am I? See, that's my mouse, and I always leave it laying around. Once you go tablet, you never go back. So let's get these things shipped out in my shipping boxes in my car. Oh well. Next thing over here. Yeah, my wife hates it when I do that, you know. Last night we had a back to school night for the daughter. So we're sitting in the classrooms and I'm on my iPhone looking for shirt ideas or answering eBay questions. Never stops. That's why I don't think I can ever go on vacation. For one, I don't like putting my store on vacation. And two, I can't just sit there and tan or, yeah, got to be doing something. If I'm doing something, it might as well be something that can make me money. I'm not saying money is the most important thing in the world. You know, I've tried to, with my spirituality, I can't say that word, but my philosophies, scaling back. You know, I used to be, I had to buy everything, had to have the best of everything. I don't do that anymore. Money is a necessary evil, and the more you have of it, the better off you are now and in the future. And the more I can help other people as well. So that's the way I look at it. Now, the only time I'm not doing something to make money or do something, it's 15-minute meditation in the morning. And I even have a hard time not letting my mind wander to t-shirt designs during meditation. But yeah, you gotta let the mind wander. Just bring it back. See, CTG, thanks for stopping by. My little boring mind sesh. What is this way? Up, let's see. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, I used to have an engineering job, pulling in probably 2.5, 3K a week gross before taxes. And back then, even though making so much money, I was in so much debt that I was living paycheck to paycheck because I had to buy the best car, the best TV, you know, everything. And I wish I would have learned these lessons back then. You know, you don't need everything. I don't need to collect everything. We're going through the house now, purging things out of here. If I can't sell it on eBay, it gets donated or it goes in the trash. If I don't absolutely have to have it, don't need it. And that's why I gave up the photography job and I'm just doing this now. This makes me enough money to pay for everything. I agree. I don't do planes anymore with my anxiety issues. I can't do planes. I used to love planes too. But no. Yeah, the reselling world and t-shirts and vinyl decals pays for what I need. I got a little bit extra to put away for the future. A little bit extra to donate to some people that need it here and there. And if I need a little bit more, then I just have to hustle a little bit more. But with photography, that was part of the problem with my health is I was stressing about money. And I don't like stress. I don't want to stress about money. Like you said, money should not be a priority. Money. But when you don't have it, it does become a priority and it does become a stress factor. And when you have a studio with overhead and the sessions aren't coming in, you know, and you worrying how you're going to make your mortgage and food and all that for that month, it puts a lot of weight on you and really F's up your health. So giving up a lot of things paying off finally getting the debt paid off, and then giving up those things that we didn't need, and budgeting better. It's taken a lot of the stress off, but my subconscious still triggers when I go through days and there's only one sale on eBay. Where's the button I'm trying to press? There we go. So just by nature, that still hits me from now on. And even though I gotta take a moment, breathe, saying it's only now, you know, it will come in. I don't know if it's faith or just knowledge that I know every day is not going to be like that. I know I'm going to have good days historically. I survived doing pretty much just this for 3 years. So, and I know what I need to do on those times when money's low. And I know in the next couple of weeks it's going to turn around. It may even turn around tomorrow. You know, I had a couple days last week where it was only 1 or 2 sales on eBay, but the next day I was working all day again, trying to get everything out. So what about you guys? I'm just babbling. So Hypnotist, you had a studio building to rent? Yeah, rents were getting expensive. My first studio was I got in there at a great deal, and I was paying like $1,800 a month for a huge place. Then the new owners came in and they wanted to double it, and so I moved to another place that was charging me $1,200, or maybe it was $1,000. I don't know. And with the economy still going down, that got to be tight, and I moved into a smaller one that was $650, and they were going to raise it again after 1 year. So I just said, sorry. I wasn't getting that much business. It was too much of a stress. And that's another reason why I quit my engineering job, was health and stress. So, yeah, merch anxiety is same thing. You look at the morning, you've only sold one, and you don't get any sales all day long, and then the anxiety kicks in. And is this worth actually doing? But then you'll get that day where you get, 8 to 10 sales, and makes it more worthwhile. So I hear you. But like I said, you got to tell yourself in your mind, it's going to be better. It's going to get better. This is a temporary thing, especially at this time of the year. People aren't buying. So that's why I tell people when Q4 hits and you start making more than normal money, don't go spending more than your normal amount. That money you need to spread out throughout the year to take in, to help you through the lows, through the summer. I've been lucky. My goal is $150 a day gross online sales. And I've had some days this week, like I said, I had 6 days so far. I haven't quite made that, but over the 100, at least I'm not in the anxiety zone. If it's under 100, then I'm in the anxiety zone. But I've made a sale at least every day on eBay for the past few years. I haven't had a no sale day on eBay for a long time. And I haven't had a no sale day on merch for since August 10th. That was my last no sale day on merch. So I've been lucky, and I know those will come and go. Young doesn't get that merch anxiety. He's got that big job on the side. He just does merch for fun. Yeah, it's good. Have a safe. Now, I said that for the first 3 months when I quit my day job. When I went from an engineer to photography, I thought, but then my engineering company I was with went under about 8 months after I quit. So my security kind of went away there, and the field I was in has moved on so far. I don't think I can go back to it right now. Yeah, yeah, I enjoyed the money, even though we were so much in debt. But the stress was, I mean, there's stress of being your own boss. There's stress of owning your own business. But I think it's greater, you know, in those corporate environments. You know, I was stressed out and working. I know people say doing your own business, you work longer hours. And yeah, a lot of people do, but you can also make your own hours as long as it works for you. And I don't work 8 hours a day. And that's the one reason I like doing what I do right now. And it was in the engineering job, I was doing 12 to 14 hours a day, and the stress from the boss and the deadlines. It's what probably caused all my health issues. You know, I have fibromyalgia, and now talking, I might have a muscle nerve disease I'm trying to find out about. And a lot of that can be caused from the stress environment. So, and when I gave that up, I did have stress of, am I going to make it on my own? But as I started making it, it went away. And then I had the stress, you know, the past couple of years of why is no one wanting me to take pictures of them? So I started doing eBay, and that went well, and the merch. So, and to me, there's less stress doing merch and eBay. I mean, if you're doing merch alone, you just started, I'm sure you have some stress because you know, like it's, who just said that? Meow. I'm gonna call you Meow. It makes it easier. But yeah, you have doubts if people are gonna like your designs. But yeah, you just gotta put them out there and see. Excuse me. Sore throat. What do you do, Meow? I go press the wrong button. I want to shit. I think if you're set on doing t-shirt designs, you're better off, you know, trying all the pods you can. I know Amazon gets the most traffic, organic traffic, and will make you the most money. But spread yourself out. Do Redbubble, Teespring, Inktail. Do as many as you can. Do Etsy, eBay. Because there's some shirt designs I've sold in other pods that have not sold at all on merch. So you never know what kind of shoppers shopping where. So, and you don't want to keep your eggs in one basket in case something happens to one of them. I mean, what if one day Amazon decides they don't want to do merch anymore? You know, I don't really see that happening because I'm sure they're making buku bucks, but they've done things and canceled them before. So any one of these platforms can decide to fold up. I mean, Teespring is having problems. You sold 3 shirts, or you created 3 shirts? Yeah, I'll be doing shirts when I get home after the post office. Yeah, or catching up on. I'm watching The Man in the High Castle right now. Started season 2 last night. School had a fire alarm. It was on Wednesday. We did merch talk on Wednesday, and Margaret's talking about doing it every other week, so we might not have one this week. I don't know if that was finalized or not, but she had no. She was in the Harvey zone, so she's got a lot of cleanup and catch up to do. So she wanted to take a break and go every other week for a while she catches up on everything, making her videos and looking for. So I got to catch up on your podcast too. I think the last one I listened to was with wasn't the one with Joe. I don't know. It was a week or two ago. I'll have to listen to that. I don't listen to all of them. I look at the topics and listen to ones that I'm interested in. I haven't listened to that one yet. Partially because I can't play in that Sandlot. If you I don't know if I told you, but if you don't know, I had a request for a band logo through Etsy from somebody, and it was a obscure European band. And I said, sure, why not? So I did it. I posted it on Etsy for them to buy it, and I left it on there. And I think I made a sale or two more. And then the band's record label, Atlantic Records, found out and got me kicked off. So I'm not in Etsy's playground anymore, which is a bad and good thing. I mean, when I was on Etsy's playground a couple years ago, I was during Q4, I could not keep up with Etsy and eBay doing vinyl decals. It was just madhouse. I was working literally 12, 14 hours a day, pumping out stuff. I stopped sourcing. I stopped listing. All I was doing was shipping things out. So I'm making ends meet and plus some now, so I guess it's a good thing. But congratulations on making another sale because it's a great tool. Etsy has become a great market for things like that. Only fear I'd have is the oversaturation and copycats. Howdy, Silver Hair. You an eBay reseller or merch or pod or just a stalker? Well, I'm going to get this shipped out and then shut down. I have one more package to do, but it's a hard object out in the warehouse I'll have to go grab. And then I'll be done with my shipping for the day and have to head out to post office. I don't have them pick up because it's my way of getting out of the house, getting some sunshine and vitamin D. Otherwise, I'd be trapped in here all day. That's cool. I'm gonna, oh wait, I have to print this label. I'm gonna subscribe to your channel real quick so I can remember Welcome to the photo. How can I? Oh, it's little lines. Go to channel. I'll subscribe to your channel so I can watch some of your videos later. You're not allowed to ask that question to the young, or yeah, young. He doesn't like to answer that question. So last call for questions for me. It was kind of fun doing this. Kind of slowed me down shipping wise, but I enjoyed the talking and listening to you guys. So yeah, thank you guys for all stopping by. Made shipping go. It's boring working by yourself sometimes, you know, sitting here and shipping. So yeah, check out some of my other videos. I have videos on eBay, Amazon, how to use Illustrator, how to use Printful. If you have any questions, you can message me on Facebook. I'm CosFrog on Facebook too. So I'm going to shut it down. I'll put it out. If you subscribe to me, you'll know when I do my next one like this. It'll be sometime next week. I'm going to go grab my last package and get it packed up and hit the open road. So have a great day. Hope you guys do well. Have lots of sales. Get mega rich on merch and eBay. All right. See you guys. Where's the button?